Okay, I've got my 10 cards for Paper Pumpkin this month. I'll show you those, and then we will make this card together. Okay, this month in Paper Pumpkin, we have 20 treat boxes, tons of die cuts, tons of die cuts. These are the treat boxes that we're making. How cute. And you can make them for Halloween or Thanksgiving. The other side of this orange stripe is a Cajun Craze gingham check. Really pretty. I still made this one for Thanksgiving, but I used a bright orange. I just thought it was pretty. Okay. This is the first card I made. I used the offcuts. These are offcuts from the cracker boxes or treat boxes. Cat, just put a hello. Simple and fun. These whirligigs were in the kit. I did add the bling. Cute. This one, I added an embossing folder. I used the treat box. Again, I used this orange pattern for the treat box and a circle punch, and just punch some circle pumpkins. The stems are the leaves. That came in the kit. Okay, and I just added some flowers. I love the elements on this one with the what is the name of this embossing folder? I always want to call it hammered metal, but it's the other one. This mosaic tile with this cut paper, die cut, the pumpkins, the flowers. Love this one. That's fun. Okay, another Thanksgiving card. Here, this time I chose to use the gingham check. Added an embossing folder, just some burlap material that I had. I sponged everything here just to give it a more rustic look. If you look very carefully, these are the feathers. You remember the feather paper pumpkin a year or so ago? I found one of the Cajun Craze feathers. I cut it in half and used it as a design element here. These are the die cuts that came in the current kit, and I added some champagne bling here. This is fun. Very pretty. This card uses the die cuts from the current kit. I just added a piece of cinnamon cider cardstock. Just half a sheet of cinnamon cider. You can use any card base that you have, pre-made, or take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Okay. I just cut it in half. Scored it down the middle. Card base. Okay. And then just did this design. I think it's really pretty. I love the colors. The fall colors really pop. This I did a 5.5 by 5.5 card, top folding. Again, I added just some cardstock pieces, cinnamon cider, Cajun Craze. This is from the cracker box. Okay, and then these are the die cuts from the kit. This one's really pretty. I love the larger size on this one. Okay, again, just a piece of old olive cardstock. I cut off 3/4 of an inch here. Let me make sure that's 3/4 of an inch. I believe it is. Let's see, what did I do here? 1, 2, it's about 3/4 of an inch. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I think it's 3/4 of an inch. It's just a little, it's in between there. I added this strip again from the cracker box. And then this is also from the cracker box. It's just the inside. I took my scraps from the cracker box and just twirled them. Okay. Added pieces from the kit. Fun. Hello, pumpkin. Again, that sentiment was in the kit. I did make a couple of Halloween cards. I stamped I used the hat stamp. Stamped it across an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then I watercolored on the inside, and then I cut it into quarters. Okay, and then just added the hat here with some of the flowers from the kit, sentiment from the kit. This is another piece of my, same piece of my witch hat paper. Okay, I just added, this sentiment is from the gift wrapped bundle. Okay, and this is from the card kit here. So I did put this through an embossing folder. I put this through a couple of embossing folders. So this is fun. And then this one's a little larger. Watch this. Surprise. Look at that. How cute. Okay, sentiment from the kit. Pop up. Okay, it was so fat though I had to add a belly band. Okay, and then of course we have this one. So let's go ahead and make this one. Okay, let me sit down. Okay, I need my mat, foam mat, get an old mouse pad, something to cushion your stamp with. I loaded my stamp from this is the stamp set. Okay, loaded it onto my acrylic block, and I'm using Cajun Craze ink. We got the ink spot for Cajun Craze in the kit. I was just using this one because I had it here. Okay, and so all I'm going to do here, let me move this out of the way. Even though this kit was treat boxes, just by adding your own card bases, which you can pick up in most stores if you when you're out shopping, and then you don't even have to make your own card bases. Any of your craft stores have pre-made card bases with envelopes, or you can make your own card bases. I do a little of both. I am using cinnamon cider here because I'm loving Cinnamon Cider. It's one of the new in colors for Stampin' Up! This year. Really loving it. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp my leaf here in a random pattern. Okay, sorry, I need to get settled here. Move this out of the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my best to go in diagonals, but turning the stamp. Okay, so I go here, ink up, turn the stamp and go here. I can probably get one here. Okay. And if your image doesn't stamp all the way, that's okay. Don't feel like you have to start over. They're not meant to be perfect. Okay. And I'm not going to do too terribly much more. I think I'm good with that. Okay. Slide this out of the way. Oop, excuse me. Okay. And then now I need one of my die cuts, my pumpkin die cuts from my kit. And I need a couple of swirlies here. Okay. Turn this one around like that. All right, let me bring in my glue pad. My glue pad is a mess. So sorry. I need to get that cleaned up. Okay. I'm just going to glue stick these today. Oops. Look, it's so messy. It got on my die cuts. Okay, so I'm just going to place this here. Not going to push those down yet until I get my whirligigs attached. So I've got one whirligig a little further out than the other, so I'll tuck this one in behind the pumpkin a little more so that they're a little bit different heights. Okay. I like that. Yes. Okay, and then let me just get my little rag here. Okay, and just press that down. Take that glue off. Okay. Okay. How easy is that? That's cute, just like that. You could just put a sentiment on it. Let's add this little extra pumpkin though, because we want it to feel like it's a pumpkin patch. So I'm just going to slide this over here. Okay. All right, we are coming along. I need to do my sentiments. Let me pull in my Stamparatus. Okay. So I've got the offcuts. So I've got the frame. So I take, oh, this isn't the right one. Oh, yes, it is. Here it is. So this is the frame. So all I did was cut this and I've taped it in here. So this serves as my template. And so now I can just drop my die cut pieces into my template. I can ink up my stamp and stamp. Now I do want to say that this Hello Pumpkin stamp was in a single line like this. I cut it in half. So as you'll see, I cut it right in the middle, which gave me 2 pieces. Okay. I will cut my stamps. I am shameless about that. If I want my stamps to be in a different layout than how they come, I've cut more stamps. Okay, and I think I'm just going to leave that one like that. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me move this out of the way. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so we can, I am going to put dimensionals. You did get dimensionals in your kit. So you can use those on your sentiment. I believe you got the mini ones in the kit. Just using these because they're out here. Okay, take these off. Ooh, those are sticky. Let's put a little glue stick on them just in case. But they're pretty sticky. Then I can just slide this here. Okay. And let's add a little flower decoration. So what I did for the flower is I've just pulled this is the die cut that you get in the kit, but I thought it needed a little extra. So I pulled these leaves that also came in the kit. So these long skinny leaves, I went ahead and pulled those. And so what I did, oh, here it is. I was going to say, I knew I pulled one out. I just glue the back of that. And then I add my leaf in here. Okay. And then I get, just make sure it doesn't show on this other side. Okay. Make sure it doesn't come through. There we go. Let me just wipe this off. Okay, don't worry about that yellow flower too much because we're going to add another one on top to give it more dimension. And then go ahead and glue this again. Here, attach this here, and I think I've got it just going out straight like this. Okay, and then go ahead and pull another. Look at all these die cuts. I'm gonna have these for years. Okay, just pull another piece. And we'll just attach it right on top of that. Maybe. Oh, I swear this glue. Mine never works. And I've always, I mean, I keep the caps on my stuff. So I don't even know. Let me see if I just pin it. I'm not sure that's going to help any. There we go. Okay. And look at that. Now we've got some dimension. Whoa, that's so pretty. And if you have some pearls, just use what you have. These came from an old I've got them in little bags. There we go. Got them in little bags there. So funny. Okay. They're from an old paper pumpkin. Something we had pearls for, I don't know. Maybe donuts or something. Okay. And just put that right there. Okay. Look how cute. Wow. How easy was that? Just to convert a treat box into these sweet cards. Didn't take much. Let's go ahead and add some string here. This came in the kit also. So let's just... I know some people can tie this while it's attached to the roll. I'm not that coordinated. So I have to waste some, but... Okay. All right. Here we go. I've got the giggles. Okay. Look at that. All right. 10 cards. September paper pumpkin. Let me fix this little bow. Treat boxes, cards, everything you need for a beautiful fall setup. This can go on the Thanksgiving plates. I think that's going to be cute. Cute, cute. Okay. Hope you like it. Bye.